Ghost Game is back from its hiatus. It's been like 4 weeks, everything's been going on. We've been waiting so long for this episode. Yeah. The hype's built up. You think we're ready?
Yeah, let's see if it's worth all the wait. No, it really wasn't worth the wait.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Digimon Ghost Game, episode 22, Nightmare. Which, after the hiatus, we're back.
Yes.
Ghost Game's back. We're back with these reviews because, well, there's content to review again. As you may well be aware if you watched other of our videos, this will be a very in-depth review, longer than probably was necessary, and contain many spoilers, so yes. You have been warned up front. So, if you are interested in diving deeper in, let us look into episode 22, Nightmare. Which...
very creatively titled episode.
Yes.
Which kind of shows how much creativity we'll see in most of this episode.
And, as you always say, in every single one of these so far,
we start with the same opening narration. 22 episodes in, it's the same narration as in episode 3.
Yep. And it doesn't show like any clips beyond episode 4. Yep. And we're back to the formula, too, of immediately after that, there's some guy.
Yep.
Who seems to be running down some cave tunnel-like area and comes out looking down at some river of red, maybe blood, I don't...
Yeah, not really clear. It's not pouring.
Yeah, hard to know. And he's freaking out. It seems like he's being chased by something.
And he comes to the river and says, "Not again."
Yeah. So it seems like he's been here before, or...
this will be explained.
No. And as he turns around, there's the darkness and a little bit of a shake as out of the darkness comes this 3-clawed
skeletal hand.
And the words rot and decay.
And he's pretty freaked out.
And he's very freaked out.
And then we cut.
And then we cut to peaceful fields.
Yeah, very peaceful.
And cherry blossoms. And
yes, indeed.
And very cute. And a bunch of people just lying out on...
look like yoga mats, for lack of a better term.
Blankets, whatever, quite exactly. There's something along those lines, again, never fully explained. And Jellymon and Kyoshiro are there, and it seems like that this is one of Jellymon's ways of trying to...
another business, however. This is the first time I've seen her do business that seems to involve humans, though, so... yeah. She's expanding.
I guess. So, yeah, and it's all about dreaming away under the cherry blossoms. Nice, peaceful sleep and everything. And Ruli and Goramon are also there. They show up to...
well, they're just here to see the cherry blossoms.
Jellymon obviously thinks they're there to test out their...
yes, their business, yeah.
And, well, I mean, she is an influencer, so, having people come by and, check out your... business, that's...
yeah, so she agrees to give them the treatment for free. She'll promote it on her the Run account. And Ruli does not agree yes,
to any of this, but just dragged along. And so, as they are still not really sure of it, the strange little glowy
black bubble
comes out of the tree, kind of nowhere.
Yeah, we've seen the basket before. We assume it comes from that.
Yeah, comes out of there and strikes both Angoramon and Ruli in the back of the head, and they just pass right out.
I'll do it again. The mats.
Yeah. Jellymon at least gave him some mats.
Here's a rock for you.
Yeah. So it's not quite clear where it comes from at this point. So. I don't think it's a new Jellymon power.
No.
And it's not, but I was a little confused at the time of,
But as these two go to sleep shortly after, the rest of the group kind of wakes up, kind of starts tossing in their sleep for a while.
And some screaming as they look around and they find bruises on many of them.
Yeah,
and
shredded clothing on some.
A big claw. It looks like big claws have come straight through, and as people are, some of them are waking up and they seem quite upset by this.
Yeah.
They were, not relaxing sleep at all. And
one injured guy kind of yells and comes to the coach and falls on him and fall over.
And passes out. And everyone's like, what is the meaning of this? And Kyoshiro, it freaks out because, that's kind of just what he does.
Then we cut to sometime later and looks like the police and ambulance and hospital over there.
Yeah.
And basically it's a quick scene, but kind of going, can't find anything and crimes committed, so we're going to go now. Because I guess, assault and battery of an unlicensed Digimon isn't actually a crime yet, so.
Yeah, yet.
Yeah, then the Men in Black show up and they're from the government and start asking questions.
No.
I mean, they're not going to come. I've given up even expecting them to show up at any point.
Yeah, no, there's no Hypno here. There's no dads.
No, much my annoyance. Because there really should be.
Yep. And so we finally realize that Jellymon goes up to the basket.
Goes on the basket.
And like, these dreams are caused by Pilomon? Pilomon. They're all supposed to be very nice dreams and happy.
And she says, hey, wake up. And then a black bubble comes out. She goes, have you been that color before? And we're going, yeah. But Kishiro goes, no, I don't think so. So
you just now noticed, okay.
And apparently saying, hey, wake up, didn't work, and that obviously won't work, so she gets up trying to wake him up. This side. So now X is check inside the dream a little bit.
Yep. Where at first Ruli and Gorman aren't quite sure where they are, how they got there. They don't immediately realize that what's happened. Well, I mean, I don't know about any of you, but we take forever to fall asleep. So if we suddenly fell asleep in 2 seconds, we'd be very confused too. And if you can fall asleep that fast, don't tell us down in the comments below and make us jealous.
Good for you, but you suck.
Yes. And they're flying through a mountainous, kind of arid area. They're just, not real sure where they are.
Then they come to a castle, and then they see a Pilomon in the dream world, but they don't seem to notice it. Then they jump to the cherry tree, and this is like a dream where you can jump from one scene to another without it making a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. It turns out to not really be the case, though.
No. I mean, it's a very pretty cherry tree. Cherry blossom.
Nice.
It's like what they...
It's a nice dream.
It's what they... Dream. Yeah, it's what they came here to see. But there's also something else there.
Yeah.
That's not so pleasant. As rising up over the cherry blossoms is a rather skeletal Digimon that all of you would recognize if
Pretty much anyone watching this review would recognize this Digimon.
And of course, so does Gorman. That's called Greymon. And yeah, he's usually fairly mindless and powerful. So yeah, in order to fight them, they first try to get away.
Yep, they try to get away this time. Then they find themselves back at the cherry tree. So apparently there's some kind of loop here.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I've never had a loop in a dream. I've never heard of people having loop dreams.
I mean, reoccurring dreams, happen again different nights.
So yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is. Again, think, okay, this got to be some kind of narrative thing, though. We'll come back to this and make sense for what they're trying to do in the story. It really doesn't.
No.
So I don't know what this is. It's kind of odd. But it's what it is, so we'll move on.
Yep. So yeah.
So upon this loop, Ruli's decided she's had enough of this nonsense.
Yes, because not only are they back at the tree, Skull Greymon is still there.
Yes.
Is there again. He's waiting for them. And so she doesn't run, she doesn't... She's ready to just be like, alright, this is a dream, we're looping, okay, I'm not... So why do we run?
Yeah, running is no point, so let's fight this thing.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, rocks are falling, he's swiping close to her, and she's just does not look happy at him. She's not pleased.
I'm supposed to be looking at some freaking cherry blossoms
and you're
in my way. Pretty freaking flowers,
and you're in my way.
At this point, she actually takes a rock to the hand, and we see in the real world that he has an injury.
Yes, it also affects her in the real world. Just like as when they finally decide, alright, let's fight, and digivolve into Simba and Goramon, he digivolves in the real world as well. Yep, so they have to go in too.
But she's actually very quick to take responsibility this time, and was quick to Basically grab Kyo's head and forces Bubble into a bubble.
As he's like, wait, let me at least contact Amanakawa Hero.
He always sends a text before she manages to shove his face in the bubble.
Yes, yeah. But we see that the text is not necessarily received.
No.
Because Hero is sitting there in some
mall,
I guess, yeah. And
Grandma's talking, okay, rule number 3 is do not chew on the phone. This is the only third rule we've established by this point?
Yeah.
No wonder you're having such trouble.
And the whole last few episodes, it's been more about him growing up and not making those kinds of...
This whole idea about the Digimon episode, yeah.
Especially, yeah, so...
I mean, it's just a way
it's just a one-off thing.
To explain why he doesn't get the text. That works.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I learned my lesson. Can I have my champion now? It's like, not into the phone. This is bad.
Yep, 14-minute wait.
Yeah. So Blue puts a clock in his lap.
Yep.
I do kind of like this scene.
Yeah.
Again, it's maybe a few episodes too late, but you thought about a reason why he's not here. Okay,
yeah.
Good enough.
Exactly. Yep. And this is when Jellymon and Kyosho enter into the dream world.
Yep.
And they are dunked into the ocean.
Yeah.
Dunked into a dark ocean, if you would.
Kind of a purple ocean.
Yes. It's not that cool. It's not gonna give us any more lore of the dark ocean or anything. No. I mean, we went to Never Ever Land. You know, you think they could possibly,
you would hope.
Go into this too, but no. So Jellymon eventually grabs him and pulls him.
Pulls him to the surface. And after a little while, a Skull Greymon appears, rising from the ocean. And with the purple water dripping off him, it's a pretty cool looking shot.
It looks cool. And he is big.
This one, he has to be big. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Skull Greymon's not small, but this one is especially enormous. And so Jellymon takes off and leaves Kyoshiro swimming, trying to get away. Till eventually she does take some pity and try to help pull him along.
Kind of water skis him along.
Yeah, to help.
Now at this point we discovered that everybody now is basically in the same dream. Mm-hmm. So this isn't separating the dreamers from their partner, so we can learn something about each of them on their own, or unique things, or possibly have some dreams where they realize something that they remember in the past. They establish why they are the way they are, or something or a thought that, hey, this is something I could do in the future, but no, because we're all in the same shared dream. We get nothing like that.
No, nothing about pasts or anything here, no.
Which would make a lot of sense, giving a dream episode, but we know the series by now.
And since they seem to also realize they're in the same dream, they shoot BB Thunder into the air to maybe Ruli's close enough to...
So we can't, instead of us trying to find them, maybe we'll give them a signal where we are. And, and it works. It's a good idea, and it works.
Yeah, so apparently they see it as they are still fleeing, as Ruli and Angoramon are still fleeing from
Skull Greymon.
Their Skull Greymon.
Well, as it turns out, there's 2 Skull Greymons at the moment.
Yeah, and they're also talking about, we've been going a while. We haven't looped back yet. I wonder what's different. Well, you're a champion now. Things are different. Well, actually, it turns out that's not.
Yeah, Ruli recognizes this, but Angoramon instantly knows what the reason is.
Yes. Of course. Somehow. And it seems to be that you can't get far away from Skull Greymon, or else you'll loop back. Why? That's how it works.
Because that's what they're going with.
It's dream logic. Okay, sure. And so...
The 2 subgroups kind of start to come together in the same general area. Skull Greymon are chasing both of them. And then they all kind of run each other and jump at each other, and everybody resets back to the cherry tree. So I guess everybody just conveniently got just the right distance from their great Skull Greymons at the right time to go back to the cherry tree.
Oh,
sure.
Okay.
But why not?
But at least there's only one Skull Greymon there now.
But as Luke goes, they're chased by Skull Greymon, but there's only one now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the rules of logic are making Skull Greymons.
Yep. So instead of at all trying to fight, they do finally seem to, talk to each other and realize that they need to wake Pilomon up. And it seems really hard to wake him up, even though they're looking right at him floating not far off.
Yeah, of course, Angoromon knows it's a Pilomon and knows that it brings clear bubbles when it's having good dreams and dark troubles when it's not.
Yeah.
That's what he does, I guess.
He's the walking encyclopedia for no real reason.
That's really what he does. He cites poetry and knows things.
Yep. And so, Jellymon at that point really had not decided to digivolve at all and really even try to fight, but now that I guess they have a plan, now she decides it's time to finally digivolve and try to fight.
Yep,
and for once it's 2 champions against an ultimate, and it looks it.
Yeah, they don't do very well.
They don't do very well. Yeah, they kind of end up getting their butts kicked, and so Kyoshiro panics because that's what he does.
Yes. And he comes around and runs way out in front of the group, and the Goromon says, "Oh no! If he goes too far, he'll loop on his own." And then everybody loops.
Yeah, they chase after him, and then they all loop to his loop of the ocean instead. Okay.
And logic here? Not really sure, but whatever.
Yeah.
So then Goromon grabs Ruli, takes her to the surface, and Jellymon kind of mocks Kyoshiro for a while and says things like, "I don't want to drown in the ocean." Then realizes, wait, I'm talking underwater.
Wait, this is a dream.
Yeah.
Things don't have to make sense here.
So he kind of slowly slinks down there while Tesla Jellymon starts going to the surface and sinks down the bottle and... the bottle of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom of the ocean. And you kind of see the Skull Greymon head appear, and he just kind of stares it down, and Tesla Jellymon goes, "What the frick's wrong with you?" Then we cut to hero.
Plenty of things, yeah. But yes, so apparently his phone has been fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And
when he turns it back on,
suddenly Bakumon, or Tapirmon. They remembered he exists.
Yes,
oh, cool, hi dude, where have you been?
Yeah.
That doesn't really say much where he's been.
No, he just says, I think Jellymon's up to something strange.
Yeah, do you know
anything about it?
No,
He was like, no, but let me check my name notes. Oh, I got a
text
from Theo.
Yeah. Well, send me there. I'll go help. What? You can do that? Yeah, you can just send me through a text.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. I mean, we've seen that they can travel through the internet through phones. So this is far from the weirdest thing. It makes plenty of sense. So
if it's in world contact, so
yeah,
it's nice somebody remembered it. So there's some points for this episode.
Yeah.
Then we get back to the dreamscape.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, Kyo has realized that yes, this is a dream. Let's see if I can make this a lucid one.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see him, he's literally parting the purple sea. And
floating
there,
in midair now instead of in water, yeah.
He's like, oh good, we finally get this. We're going to have some fun now.
And a little.
I mean, yeah, he mentions the lucid dream, and when you realize you're in a dream, the theory can do anything you want.
Which I have experienced. I have done it.
That happens to me.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, okay, this is... it's lucid. You can do anything you want. Here the Tamers can actually fight. Kyoshiro is such a big fan of manga and stuff. Maybe you could actually turn into the wizardy troll elf thing from that one episode.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Actually be that wizard. Maybe you could summon a not Gundam to fight.
Yeah.
Maybe you really can, play your piano in a Trans-Siberian orchestra, and the spotlights could be like lasers, and the sonic booms could be coming from there. Or you can be like a church, and the pipes can shoot lasers out of them, and it can make a portal that opens up and drops meteors on Skull Greymon, or sucks them up like a black hole. Or you can do something totally crazy, like you could have a spaceship come down and hit into the water, which is now grape jello! And they get all offended because it's lime jello instead of grape jello, and it's offensive to their culture! And they slip and fall on the ground, and their laser beams, it's coral, which turns into flying, air-breathing school of dogfish, which attacks Skull Greymon and try to bury it in individual bones! So the only limitation you have is basically, censorship.
Yeah.
So what do? We get 6 Goromon using standard.
He moves really quick and then multiplies.
Yeah, he uses his standard attacks, and Tesla Jellymon gets the
drive and
kaiju size and uses her standard attack.
Yep.
You were so close.
Yeah.
And you had putting the waves. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And these 2 attacks are enough to basically break his bones apart. And there's a cool little thing where Kyoshiro does like a superhero manga after standing out Triumph Hero smug.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
and I'll talk him down to him, and Pilomon's still there, swimming up the side of the water.
Yeah, at one point he's up the waterfall, and tumbles back down.
Okay. He's right there, guys. I mean,
But because you do something interesting here with Dreamscape, because it is Pilomon's dream, and he's really scared of Skullgreymon. This isn't enough to defeat it, and it starts to reassemble. Mm-hmm. And he even gets a new head.
The head looks like the missile from his back. Looks like the missile is now his head, which is whoa. It's a cool, weird kind of look.
Where are we going with this? We'll never know. Does all this yell to Pilomon to wake up? And it does.
Well, as Tapirmon shows up in the tree.
Oh yeah, it's so important.
Yeah, he's the one that shows up and as Skullgreymon's reforming and
yeah, that's where you been? Well, I've been busy getting people out of his dreams. So is he the reason the other ones woke up earlier? If so, why didn't he wake up Angoramon and Ruli?
Yeah.
Who had entered a dream at that point.
Yeah, something doesn't quite seem to.
Was he going to, but then he accidentally got caught in Kyosho's email and stuck in limbo because it couldn't be received?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to make sense either.
No,
we know neither, but that's what they said. And okay.
Nope. But yeah, so finally with all of them there, they yell at Pilomon and they wake up.
And they wakes up.
They escape. Because Pilomon wakes up, so the whole dream just falls apart.
Yep.
So they can all wake up. And we got a little bit of a wrap up after.
We cut to the people in the hospital that had been injured, and you see all their wounds just fade away. And then we cut back to Ruli, who still has wounds. What?
Well, Tapirmon is seeing to their wounds, but yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. And
why are her wounds different than everybody else's?
Yeah, and I mean that's pretty common in this season that everything just fixes.
Yes,
it's actually more uncommon that it doesn't in this season.
If it really didn't, it would probably be shocking.
Yeah. So, yeah, you see Tapirmon, seeing to Ruli and Angoramon, and Jellymon's like, why are we still beat up? And apparently Tapirmon says it's their punishment for messing with things and causing this mess in the first place. Good. So he can not heal them and heal the others, but not Ruli, but okay.
Then we get a little bit from Pilomon, and apparently he's saying it had bellyache because it ate too many dreams.
And
never saw it actually eating dreams. I thought that was more Tapir Baku thing, but okay. But that's why it gets nightmares. And once upon a time, it was chased by Skullgreymon, so he has recurring nightmares about being chased by Skullgreymon. And given the Skullgreymon, I could see why that would give you nightmares.
Yeah.
Being chased by one of those.
For a little rookie.
For a rookie Digimon, yeah. I fully believe this.
Yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense.
So, using the dream, we learn more about Pilomon's backstory, but nothing about Angoramon's or Ruli's or...
Yeah. And we end the episode with a little bit of Angoramon poetry and
Kyosho thinking that maybe because he was able to do those in the real world, maybe he really does have some kind of superpower. And I gotta agree with Ruli here.
And Ruli is, not believing it for a second.
Then next we cut back to Hiro and Gamamon, who apparently have his champion because he still got chocolate on his face.
Yep.
Despite being a bad mon, he still gets his chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wonder why he still chews on phones.
Yep. Yep, and they just go to bed.
Yep.
So, again, not a terrible episode.
Yeah.
But will I remember it?
No, just throw it on the pile of episodes that are just meh.
That are just there and don't build towards anything.
Yeah, I guess I said, despite the really interesting Dreamscape, we didn't get any repressed dreams from anybody, learn anything about their past. Like embarrassing things they never felt anybody else that leads them to be like they are. We don't even really get a really cool fight, despite the fact that you could have done anything. Once or twice. Once you actually could have had the Tamers be the main fighters.
Yeah.
But we don't get anything like that.
Digimon Adventure 02 did it better. And they still messed it up.
They still screwed it up big time, yeah.
Yeah, no, or you do Savers where, you have the dreams of where, Thomas, watches his mother die in front of him. You go into the trauma and backstories of the characters. Digimon's done this before. They've still never done it necessarily great, but there are ways they've used it to at least accomplish something, and this didn't.
Yeah. Not terrible, it's not great, just it's ghost game. It's forgettable stuff that doesn't seem to go anywhere. But that's it for episode 22. Now I can move on to episode 23's preview.
Which was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, by far the most interesting I've been for leading up to an episode since 13.
Yeah. It's called Moaning Bug. And, we can see the bug part right away. Because it looks like all three of our main Digimon are like red-eyed and have these spider spindly legs coming out of them and crawling
on the ceilings
and really creepy possessed. It's just
red eyes,
yeah, looking really bizarre and chasing after their partners. And there's a cut of Mummymon coming back and Clockmon
striking something. Yeah, there seemed like some cut here of like some kind of blade with like some red tint on it. Maybe it's got some kind of virus on it or something. So this could be very interesting. Will it lead anywhere? Don't know, but at least it looks like an interesting episode.
Yeah, so I at least have some hope for the next one.
So yeah,
we'll tune in next week and we'll find out.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Digimon content from us. And remember, as everyone, to keep staying awesome. Till the next one, take care. Bye-bye.